And what they say is there's a lot of times that like your most difficult times will show how you can like conquer your future issues, right? So this might be the most difficult time you have right now in your life, but coming out of this, you're going to be 2 times stronger, you know, hopefully 2 times more successful, you know, just a lot building yourself, building your mental health, building everything about you, right? And it's Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of The Edible Talk, brought to you by nobody other than DeeJayDavek and FoodieOnTheLooose. Today's episode is going to be interesting. We're talking about, you know, health, mental health, just being healthy. And then we have some healthy drinks for this episode. We're mixing it up a little.
Still considered food.
Of course, it's beverage. You know, food and beverages. Yeah. That's what it is. What are you talking about? You know, it's an experience. We're trying something new, and I think it's really important, especially these days, for like everything going on. And there's, you know, as you know, what you were looking up, like there's a lot of, you know, mortality that has increased in different places in the world, and even in Canada and other things like that. And it's super important to be very
suicide you're talking about.
To be very vigilant. Is it vigilant the word I'm looking for?
Like we shouldn't
careful.
Turn a blind eye to it, you know?
Yeah, it's
we
like
have to be cognizant and aware of that this pandemic has underlying issues.
Right.
And people are committing suicide all over the world before, but now it's even higher because the pandemic has made people's mood and people have been becoming more depressed because of that. But we are here to hopefully give you some inspiration and happiness, and not just show you the negative stuff.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's to discuss it, to have an open opinion about it. Something that, you know, hopefully helps you guys get your minds off it, and hopefully, you know, takes the time and you can enjoy a, you know, enjoyable time while we drink some amazing drinks. And then maybe you guys can try it as well one day. It was funny enough, the story, if you want to say it, or how you got these drinks, how it
so I run giveaway campaigns primarily on my Instagram. I also do other things online on FoodieOnTheLooose.
We also, just to interrupt, we did have the Starbucks giveaway. We had 5 amazing winners. They all got some drinks, tried out. Some got it for their kids.
1,000+ comments on the post.
We had like over 5,000 5,000 views, 1,000 comments.
It was a fantastic.
So amazing. Went well.
We really appreciate it. And we got some stuff coming up in the for the holidays. Who knows?
Yeah, but yeah, regarding the giveaway.
So I primarily run giveaways, and this is the first time I actually entered myself into a giveaway. And then it's like one of those situations where, you know, you order something online, and then like a week later, I bought something. It came in. Same idea. I clicked my name in, and then a day later, I won.
So it wasn't an Instagram thing. It was like
it was an Instagram thing.
Because you made it seem like you filled out like a document.
No, I want to give away basically a lot of the people that want to promote themselves. They have a giveaway where it's like this post, follow the account and follow the account that you want to promote.
Right.
In this case, I followed Hexx Hydrate,
right,
which is the Hexx account, and I won 3 lovely beverages that we can't wait to try.
I'm excited
and
to try.
It was really quick. The guy came like the next day. It's like, oh wow, I really won it. It came in my hands, and super nice. It's supposedly these drinks are mood boosters because it's sad out. They can rejuvenate you. They're antioxidant, and they hydrate you. So
and
it's
it says organic, non-GMO. So we don't know that much about this. You might know more than me. I
like liquids.
Yes. You know, it's funny. I know this might be a little thing, like a little off topic, not off topic, a little off brand, or a little different.
Off topic.
I know, but you know, it says mood booster. It rejuvenates you. It's antioxidant and hydrate. How about we try the first drink? The watermelon.
Let's try it.
Why not?
That's the best way to start. I love watermelon.
Let's go. Ooh, I love watermelon.
Pour me a drink, bartender.
Yes, sir.
And I forgot to mention, we are shooting again at the Hummussiah downtown. This is the spot for hummus. Fantastic, Middle Eastern food. It's cheap. It's affordable. It's delicious. Support your local hummus dealer. He's the man. They're
Cheers.
The man. No, right, true.
This is gonna go in our mouth.
True.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Whoa. Is there sugar in this? It says there's no sugar. Wait.
Must be sugar in something.
No. Oh, is it ascorbic acid? Is that some sort of no?
Looks good. It tastes good.
It tastes amazing. It says 1 carb, no sugar. Whoa, it's sweet, right? I'm not going
delicious.
crazy.
It's honestly, so these are an organic and botanical infused beverage. The beverage contains natural properties that replenish energy for sure and reduce the stress level. So I feel already a little calmer. It sounds crazy. The liquids kind of make me feel softer.
Yeah, no, this is really, really good. You feel that it's weird, but you feel that tickle in the back, like it has like something in it that you're like, and maybe the antioxidants or something.
$5 is worth it. For $5 you spend like $8 on these juices.
And then you're saying like if you buy a pack of 12 or something,
it's like 42.
Yeah, so it's like $3.
Yeah, $4 a bottle.
Thing. So
it's worth it. If you like this kind of stuff, it's worth it.
I really do have to investigate if there is sugar in it. In the ingredients, it does not state it, but
good.
It's something that we have to look into, but it tastes really good.
We'll throw the logo up so you guys can see it, so you guys can understand what it is.
Really good. We're happy to have it on the show, and it was an interesting thing. I'm happy you had it. Bring it in. It was an interesting topic, an interesting drink. I'm really enjoying it. It's so refreshing. It's honestly refreshing. It has a very a really satisfying taste.
It does.
But, a big thing about this whole season and, a lot of people during the cold season, right? The number one thing I think people really need to, and a good example is like your giveaways, right? Like, especially if you're on social media, stuff like that, it would be very important to like limit yourself and kind of bringing it to like an old school vibe in a sense, like reading a book, do like some exercise at home and stuff like that. And it's like scientifically and statistically known to like increase moods and like health, mind, body, it's the whole thing, right? You can't just take care of your body, not take care of your mind, right?
I think also the foods that you consume makes a huge difference on your overall well-being.
Right.
And if you watched any of our other episodes, sometimes our foods aren't the healthiest. Like our Big Mac episode and all that, fast food chains. And that's different. It serves a different purpose.
Of course.
And I like sometimes changing gears and going to health drinks and to health foods because, part of this whole COVID time is it's time for yourself to also grow.
To take care of yourself. For myself, right? Like, I mean, it was pre-COVID, but like I lost a lot of weight during the time, right?
Lots.
I'm not supposed to be eating, all this stuff, but I'm kind of,
There's cheat days for a reason. Your body doesn't have to have.
Yeah, sure. I mean, per se, like it depends how you want to cheat, right? Like cheating can be just healthy cheating, right? Like a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to cheat today, so I'm going to go to Burger King or McDonald's and a milkshake and this and that. But you could cheat by having a good burger with a good sandwich, like making it at home or something, having like a healthy version of everything.
There's always a healthy option for anything.
But like healthy, but still cheating, if that makes any sense, right?
Yeah.
So like a good example is, when we went to the Firkins, right? Great food, things like that. And
it's a good way of,
of course, trying like new things instead of doing it from home and all that.
But that's important because part of eating is good. Like, what they say, like diets made in the kitchen. Like your abs are made in the kitchen.
80% is kitchen and 20% is working out.
So I feel like now, obviously I'm eating like crazy, but I'm also being able to work out at home.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't go to the gyms and all the gyms are closing or they're very limited. And I also don't want to go to a gym because I just feel scared going to a gym. So I'm resorting to like online tools and online resources like YouTube and all those apps to give me this free stuff online. I don't have to go to a gym.
Yeah, 100%.
But people like going to the gym because they can have the bench press
because you separate yourself. I think that's I was looking into it's I forgot what it is and I do apologize. We might have a logo up here later, but it's a YouTuber. I consume a lot of YouTube content. If you guys haven't noticed, a lot of YouTube content. I watch it while working or anything, right, throughout the day, eating, just to have some background noise, but also like just educational. I love to educate myself. He says the number one thing to do is you have to separate your area. So if you're working out, don't put it near your bed.
For sure.
But in your house, if you have space, put it in that corner and label it on the floor saying this to this
it's psychological.
is my workout area.
For sure.
This area, I can only work out.
For sure.
This area right here is only for podcasts. That area right there is only for cooking. That place right there is for me for sleeping. So it's kind of dividing your sections.
It's like divide and conquer, because your mind doesn't...
In a sense, exactly.
If you have your bed and your office in the same room, maybe you're going to be like, oh, the bed's right there. I can just work in bed. And that's not productive. If you divide working, a lot of people have offices in their bedrooms, but like dividing it, you're saying like literally with a marker.
Yeah, with tape, they were saying, yeah.
A marker, and being this is the workout room.
Yeah.
This is the sleeping room. This is the reading room. And that makes you like set a time schedule on your phone. Mm-hmm. It kind of shows you 30 minutes of working out, 25 minutes of reading, 15 minutes of podcast. Like, and so it's kind of...
Yeah, and that's what they're saying. Like, it's making sure, and like, I was talking to a doctor recently, and the doctor's like, don't make sure not to use your phone in bed, because it creates that psychological, that excitement in bed. So you're supposed to
put it on the other side of the room.
No, you're supposed to. So you know when you've heard like 30 minutes to an hour before bed,
you never have
you just take off your phone and think.
Yeah.
When I spoke to her, she's told me 2 hours. She's new. I've never heard that before.
I believe it.
And that could make sense if I put my phone away 2 hours before. But technology is so immersed with us today, and it's like so psychologically like immersed with us. Yeah.
Do you sleep with your watch on? Because he has an Apple Watch. For those that are listening in the car or elsewhere, do you leave your Apple Watch on when you sleep?
So they have a new feature that tracks your sleeping, and it tells me how long I slept, if I slept well, and all that. I did for the first few nights when I did it, but I just don't feel comfortable sleeping.
I was just gonna say, I don't feel comfortable because I also have a smartwatch. It's not an Apple Watch.
The Fitbit?
It's like it's basically a Fitbit. It's like a Nokia. It's part of a Nokia product. Nokia bought out this company with Lings or something.
Okay.
It's a worth it watch if you want something that looks like an actual watch and not like techie. Yeah. It's very like sleek.
Okay.
We'll throw it up in there so you can see the watch later on. But basically, I don't like having something around my wrist when I'm going to bed. I want to be like kind of naked. It sounds crazy, but like I don't want to have anything on my body. And because I'm always thinking of something like tracking me. I don't want to be tracked. I want to like, my time is to rest. My time to rest. I don't want the world knowing how much sleep I'm having and how I'm snoring or not. I want to know if I'm sleeping. There's no need to know more. That's my opinion. That's my mindset, you know?
Yeah. So I think there, funny enough, there was this years ago, I saw a physical bed that would track your sleeping habits, the way you sleep and all that, and how you move throughout your bed.
That's crazy. I want that bed.
And it's like a $10,000 bed, and it will track you and your wife, or you and your partner. Yeah. And it has cooling features as well. It blows cold air, so it keeps you cool. And the light turns on underneath your bed when you step out of bed, because it knows you stepped out of bed. So the light underneath the bed turns on, so it's easier to see at night. It had all these crazy. I think it was made in Israel. I might be wrong.
No, we'll look it up later.
It's something, but I remember seeing it and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I would love that. But who has $10,000 to spend on a bed? Not everyone. Except you. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I know you're looking for a bed. Maybe that'll be your next option, right? And yeah, I mean, I'm kind of feeling, I need to get a little bit of rejuvenation. So let's try another Hexx drink.
Ooh, yeah.
It's the pineapple drink. It's nice and yellow. It's Hexx. I really do.
I like
two
the
things
logo.
I love the star. And I love the Hexx, so it's not, hopefully it doesn't.
Funny enough, don't laugh too hard, but I thought it was pretty funny when I saw the logo. I was like, is it weed? Is it weed infused? Is it a drug company? Like it looks like kind of it, but it's not.
It's really because it's organic. It's like organic.
No drugs, no weed, nothing. It's good stuff for your body, supposedly. Okay, and then you'll try some. Hopefully, you'll order from this company and you'll try it for yourself. And yeah, they got pineapple. Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to no, wow, it's strong.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to say the scent on the watermelon was really
refreshing, right?
It reminds me of the first episode. Remember, you're like, what was it? What happened? You dropped the fork or something?
Cheers, buddy.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Whoa.
Wow, it's really pineapple. Wow.
Whoa.
It's not as sweet as you would think it would be.
But it's still sweet. Like, I don't know. It says
pineapple drinks are usually like in your face. Yeah. This is like, it's there. There's a lot of taste in the aftertaste. Mm-hmm. But I want to have some wait. It sounds crazy. It kind of tastes like a little bit like a drug you would take when you're like sick. Mm-hmm. But then it turns into something like much tastier. Like kind of like a doctor's medicine,
I wouldn't per se that. I don't feel like no medication in a sense.
No, it's like really, it's really fresh.
Yeah, it has a very like fruity taste. It's very, very like
It's good. It's still good.
It's whenever I drink, it's the same thing when I drink Gatorade or I drink like vitamin water. They have like something like electrolytes. I feel like
it is. That's why I'm thinking about healthy. It's like
I'm feeling like it's like I always feel in the back of my throat. I don't know what it is. I always feel
maybe
like,
it's rejuvenation.
It could be the antioxidants. It could be antioxidant, the hydrate, the mood booster, whatever. They have like little. They most likely have their secret, right? That's most likely not listed.
It tastes good. That's what it did. The last one. It tastes good.
And I know it tastes really great. So I'm kind of surprised to see how they kind of like mixing all these drinks together.
Cool. So I feel like we need to talk a little bit more about that. We're in lockdowns and we're kind of going to more lockdowns, and people can't go to the gym or work out, and the weather obviously has not gotten better. It's getting worse.
Of course, we had those crazy days are 22 for some reason, right?
And people are out
Friday,
about,
Saturday.
but people that like, how are people basically that's like play shinny hockey, like pick up hockey? How are they gonna go pick up basketball,
wear a mask while putting your helmet,
like a helmet on with the thing, and you can't put flu, like it's the whole winter season. I think it's going to be very hard for people's mental health, and people's moods are going to go down. They're not going to want to do stuff, and they're just going to stay home and watch TV and read books and cook and things that they'd rather be outside. Yeah, they can't go outside.
Yeah, it's that experience. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. Is the Van Gogh still open? Like we asked that last time, but I didn't realize it is open. It is still open. Is it still open now? I know the aquarium's open.
It's still open. It's supposed to have a fluid enough space to go through, and you can like walk easily. And
is the CN Tower open?
I'm not sure if it's the
museum open.
I don't think the AGO's open or anything. But
the Van Gogh, is it the AGO?
In Trinity Bells, they had the circles in the ground. They have the same thing at the Van Gogh.
The Van Gogh, yes.
You sit in the circle. I guess they must clean the circles on the floor.
Can you sit on this floor? I think you're supposed to stand the whole time.
Sitting there and like taking photos and stuff like that.
Are they? Okay.
If you look at like Instagram and type in
I haven't seen
circles
that.
And they're like sitting there.
I thought you could drive in with your car.
There's multiple.
Things. I know, but okay.
I have to go. It's on my list.
It's really unique, and it's like that other where you shouted out like a few episodes back, like regarding like Toronto on the streets of Toronto, right? Like you have to like kind of investigate and like keep up to date with Instagram and other like Blog TO and all these places that are trying, like, what's really cool on Blog TO? I recently saw that they had this like you watch Stranger Things or no?
I have seen Stranger Things.
So you know that monster looking guy that opens his mouth up? Yeah. There's an idol that looks similar to that somewhere up north. It was at like one of the what is that fire festival in the US that's happened? What is that thing called?
Fire festival in like the Bahamas or
no. What is
Burning
that?
Man.
Burning Man, thank you. So they had it at Burning Man, but then they brought it back to Canada. It's like a 20,000 pound steel statue, and the face is opened up. It's really scary and freaky.
What I've been seeing a lot of stuff being promoted is for Christmas time, for the holidays, they have it's just like in general, they have like drive-through
those lighting things we talked about. Yeah.
And that's really cool because you can still it's interactive. You can go through like a driveway and has all these crazy lights going around. That's one way of getting out of the city. It's okay. I just came out I was at the Ramada at Jackson's Point in Georgina, which is Lake Simcoe, an hour and 15 minutes away from Toronto. To be honest, there's not much to do there, but it's still a little getaway from Toronto.
Yeah, it's to get your mind, mental health, right?
Yeah, like just go for a drive if you have a car.
There's a swimming pool or whatever it is.
There was a great deal, $100 for the night. So if you have $100 to spend, it's like it's not, I don't go there like every week. I go there once every 6 months.
Like everyone I know, like they're getting away from the city, like going to, as I did for my birthday, for Belleville, or going to like a cottage area or things like that. I don't know how now with the.
It's expensive out it. I mean, out where you went, where you go to Picton, you go to Prince Edward County. I spent $100 on a hotel room one night. Nothing. It's cheap compared to. I was looking at Lake Simcoe Cottage. It was like $400.
Yeah, I spent that Belleville downtown location, and I got a cheap deal at $200 a night. Cheap,
and that's considered good. And I'm like, wow, great.
And then when you go to Prince Edward County, like places start at $400 or $500.
But then you realize that you're supporting a local economy and people aren't going out. And then you're helping people come and like get a job for people. So it's like, you're enjoying yourself too. It's not 100%. You make money to spend money, right? Like that's why people have it.
It's just difficult, like you still. I know this is crazy, but like to spend money is causing mental health issues as well, right? Because like
everyone's remorse or something like that. What do you mean by that?
Not buyer remorse. It's like you enjoy the experience, but like if let's say you make $2,000 a month, right? And like let's say you go to Cuba usually, right? Hypothetically, you save up to $1,000, you go to Cuba for a week, you come back, whatever it is, right? And now you're doing the same thing. Maybe it even costs more than let's let's put it this way. You go to Cuba, you spend $1,000, you're there for a week. But now you're doing not the exact same trip, but you're doing a trip that's 2 or 3 days that costs $1,000 because it's local. And I understand you are supporting local, but like you're not getting the mental break or the mental relaxation that you were expecting as you used to get, you know? So I think
it depends. I feel like when you go on a flight, there's a whole process of getting on the flight, going to security, paying for parking, getting to the airport, the whole shebang of getting there. And that alone, say it's a week, you only have 5 days because it takes hours to go take a flight. Going to the airport.
Yeah, 4 hours each way plus an extra 2 hours at the airport. So you're looking 12 hours minimum.
So that's half a day. That's half a day right there, just travel. So it takes time.
No, 100%.
And then you can go to Belleville for 2 hours. So it depends on what you're looking for. Also, it's cold. So I'd rather be in a warm country right now.
That's what I'm saying. Right, exactly.
Who cares about the cold weather? People love it.
People are like, I love winter. And they're like, and then I'm like, why are you freezing? Oh, I hate the cold. I'm like, okay, you love the winter, but you hate the cold. Like,
yeah,
I get it. You love Christmas and all that, but you still have to enjoy all the other aspects of winter, not just Christmas.
It's going to be a sad time. People are definitely having struggle with the isolation because due to the economic lockdowns and people are literally like not able to leave the home because not everyone has a car.
Yeah, I mean, and the problem is like, people like the number one thing is like people really need to like, as you were saying, like you need to invest into yourself, and like if it costs a little more, then you still do it. Like $100. If you don't have $100, like try to save it. Like every single week, don't drink that one Starbucks drink. Save $5 a day. You know,
or buy a Keurig or buy an espresso for home and save so much money per day on that stuff.
But that's what I'm saying, right? Yeah. If you're able to like find the minimum things, if you can, right? Not everyone can, right? It's a luxury in a sense to kind of detach, right? A lot of people working day to day, but I think the number one thing is like, you know, especially when, and there's a lot of things online, right? Like, as you said, the giveaway, right? You can join our giveaway, other giveaways, whatever it is, and you potential to win, right? And like
for free, all is your finger bandwidth.
And to go back to our thing, right? Out of 1,000 people, we had five gifts, right? So that means you have what is that? Kind of 1 out of 200 chance of winning. You know, free Starbucks thing. You know, $10. I don't know how many people were on this Hexx drink. How many people on all that?
Probably, I think. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You get a really good, really good chance of winning, right? So it's
hard. If I do recommend for brand giveaways for anyone who's watching, I always recommend it's just less enticing for people when you look at one winner. And it's already at 5,000 comments. You're like, well, exactly. 5,000. I'm not gonna enter. There's no chance.
But it's still better than the lottery.
For sure. And I always recommend having just like, I always say minimum 3 winners, because if you have 3 people, that's 3 happier people that could be. Instead of 1 happy person, you have 3 people.
Like instead of giving $100 to one person, split that into 5 people, $20 each, right?
Of course.
Unless it's $100 meal, and then okay, maybe that's different. But
that's a different story.
If it's like Raptor tickets, right? It's going to be a value of $200. You can't really. It's 2 tickets.
I give you for the first 2 quarters you go, then we switch. I throw a ticket under, and you come in and go in.
It's funny because the Raptors don't let any sporting events you can't exit as soon as you exit.
Platinum, you can like come walk in.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I guess
if you own like if you're a season ticket, like buddy, you know who I am? You know.
You don't know who I am?
No, I own it.
I own this team. But yeah, I think the next one, we have another drink, the orange drink, the Hexx. It
falls and breaks.
It's thick glass. It's thick.
It would fall and break and really shatter the floor.
You're cleaning it and calling it. But sorry, 1 second.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh yeah, too much.
Bro. Gives me like half the cup.
Shoot.
So we have the orange drink. It looks delicious. It smells really orangey. It smells like Orangina.
Yeah, it already smells like orange Jello.
Ooh.
Do you remember orange Jello?
Imagine making a Jello shot out of this.
It's an intriguing experience. What do you think about it?
He's getting a new glass because he wants to take away the flavor from the previous drink into a new drink.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the other drinks kind of take away the flavor. Mm-hmm. And so Dave is now waiting for a glass to be given to him miraculously.
Yes.
And I think it tastes good.
Might disappear for a second. Okay. I'll take that.
Delicious. It's really good.
I'll take it.
Really good.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. We got another.
We're gonna rate them from the 3. We're gonna rate them and see what we like the most, what I like the most, what you like the most, because I think they're both awesome. It's good. It's sweeter.
Imagine adding this like with a soda water or something. Like
organic, non-GMO, infused water. It's infused, basically infused water.
It is. That's what it is.
Yeah, literally.
It is infused water.
Yeah.
That's one of their thing, right? It says infused fruit.
Yeah. Flavored water,
flavored fruit.
basically. Yeah. Delicious.
So in general terms, that was really good. I think out of all three drinks, we were really appreciated to get these flavors. I don't know. For me personally, I think my favorite was the watermelon.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I'm not a huge orange fan, but I think orange is number 2 for me. Yeah. And then pineapple is number 3.
I think I'm in the same order.
You're in the same order? Yeah. I just it's unique. It's very unique. It's not like it tastes like water. Like it's like water. But like you taste the infusion of the drink. It's like it's not like whenever you drink like orange juice or apple juice, it's like a thicker consistency. Yeah. Right. This is a more like I want to say, you know what? I guess the closest thing, it might be closer to Gatorade or something like that, right? Like
I feel like my mood has improved and I feel happier and I feel like a little bit calmer in a way. Mm-hmm. It sounds crazy a drink could do that for you, but it does it for you, and I feel like a little bit. I can get through this evening much better. Yeah,
I mean, I feel hydrated. That's for sure.
I feel definitely hydrated.
Hydration is not a,
I am definitely 100%.
I'm not disappointed. It's I would totally try these drinks again for sure. It's enjoyable drinks. Yeah, and
thanks for. I do want to shout out one person before we kind of conclude things, because every time we have a podcast, we have a shout out, and it's someone who's been helping me get through this pandemic physically, like mentally, is MadFit. She's from Toronto, actually. And she's one of these like YouTube inspirational.
She like gives free fitness kind of thing,
classes, and honestly, online, her stuff is good. It's free. You can look it up. 30 minutes, abs, arms, like you name it, everything. Mm-hmm. She's free. She's has a timer going on the left hand side, so like how long.
Okay, so how long you're going for.
She has good music in the background, and I think she does a good job. Shout out to her because she's been inspiring me to get my goals, and hopefully they can.
I need to find something like that. The one thing I wanted to ask you before we conclude is what is something that you found that kind of has been keeping your mental stability in this coming time? Like, we each have our own things. It could be gaming, it could be movies, it could be someone, it could be.
I just honestly focusing on my business growth and focusing on Foodie on the Loose, and because I see that my account has been making impacts on other people's account, that alone makes me feel better at night, and I can go home happy, because whether it's 500 likes or 200 likes or just the instant exposure that the brands I'm working with and the people come in, thank you so much for coming in. I'll reach out to a brand to work together, and they'll return the email saying, thank you for reaching out. I'm like, what? Like, that's such a random thing, because I think a lot of times brands are scared to reach out to people that have status online, quote unquote. Of course. And I'm just like, no, I'm just a guy who likes food. That's pretty much it. And it's important to note that.
But I meant also with your family members and stuff like that. Yeah. It's like you have I know you have weekly, weekly.
Yeah, I have Shabbat dinner. I have Friday night dinner with my family every single Friday. Mm-hmm. It's a nice time to see my close ones in a safe environment, and we're all in the same bubble, so we're all together. And it's not like, of course, we're inviting 50 people. It's really not. We're just having our immediate family.
Yeah. It's like a group of 8 or 10 people.
Not even. It's 6 people. That's pretty much it.
Sorry, I was the 8th maybe.
Yeah. I think you came once in the summer, and he was 6 feet that way. I was like, bye, Dave.
Peace out.
Oh, it's nice just to have that, kind of that steady sense of being with people during a time where everyone's alone.
Of course.
How about you? What's your kind of thing that's keeping you going through, keeping you motivated through this time?
Yeah, I mean, I've had difficult times throughout this time as well, right? No one's perfect, Social media portrays one thing, but we're all going through difficult times. But yeah, and for me, it's like talking to friends, keeping busy with business, keeping podcasts, online, social media, things like that. But of course, that's work related. But I think the number one thing is family oriented, making sure to talk to families and friends just to make sure you're mentally you're okay, and having a good conversation, because it's the number one thing you should always be is vocal about it. I think that's something to, if we're going to end this podcast on anything, is being vocal about it. If you are feeling if you need someone to talk to, if you need someone to address something, there are helplines out there.
I wish I could read what's in your head right now. I wish I could read everyone's mind. That'd be fantastic.
Well, not really.
I'm just messing around.
Yeah, of course.
Because what you're saying is very important, because it's hard to know what you're going through if you don't express your feelings sometimes.
Exactly.
And people don't want to spend all this money going to a therapist, and there's
can't afford it. Therapist. I was looking at a therapist recently. It was like $150
stuff that's covered by
hour.
OHIP specific in Canada. And there's no helpline that you're saying, which is very important that the government's implementing, because now they're realizing that mental health is an issue. And I'm like, you're late. You've come a little bit later than you should have been, and they haven't been. It's not a real issue. No, it's one of the most important issues happening.
The I forgot what they're called, but the health organization, the World Health, of course,
WHO,
the WHO, exactly. The World Health Organization. They've brought up saying that gaming is considered now a health condition, like mental health, but there's a but to it. You have to be paying for over 16 hours a day, having issues with going pooping, peeing, whatever, not eating either, and then that has to be consistent over 30 days. So that's now they're looking, at least before it wasn't even an aspect of them looking, right? So now it's the government is like the World Organization is really investigating, and they are looking at it as a mental health issue. So I think the main thing is make sure to reach out. It's very important. Try not to reach out to your celebrity person, because they get millions of DMs every day. But there's someone local. Talk to your friends. Be open. Be verbal about your family. There's always
someone to hear your voice, maybe out there.
And if you think there's no one out there, there's always someone. There's always someone out there. Someone on your Instagram, on your Facebook, and whatever. Someone will reach out. If you're having any issues, make sure to try to stay positive. Try to do some things that we said, like keeping working out, distancing, divide and conquer. Making sure that you educate yourself. And it's a difficult time, but make sure to go for a walk, do some exercise, all that.
We're in this together, as all those ads are coming around on the storefronts. We are all in this together, and it's important because we're humans. We look after each other. We keep each other strong, and it's not survival of the fittest. It should be survival for everyone, because this is the ultimate goal, that everyone. There's been a lot of trauma that's happened.
Of course.
And we want to limit the trauma that's been happening. We want to be together as cohesive, loving people.
And for me, as I said, I'm a very strong mental person, right? I'm a very extrovert, right? I need to go out and be with other people. And during this time, it's been a little difficult for me, right? Because we have Raptor tickets, we have events that I go to. There are things that are most social, and I'm never at home really. But now it's the most opposite, right? I'm stuck in my house most of the time, right? Or stuck with helping family or helping friends, or doing work, right? So it's it's a difficult
it might feel like there's no end in sight, but I really feel like there's some developments coming out there, and I really don't want to give false hope. But we will get through this together, and we will do it together.
And what they say is there's a lot of times that your most difficult times will show how you can conquer your future issues, right? So this might be the most difficult time you have right now in your life, but coming out of this, you're going to be 2 times stronger, hopefully 2 times more successful, just a lot building yourself, building your mental health, building everything about you, right? And it's a lot of time to do that, because I've seen a lot of people during this time, everything from weight loss, growing their channels, growing themselves, going into a new aspect of what they like, what they don't like.
Totally.
It's time to experiment, because this is you have so much time.
You're stuck at home.
You have time.
Exactly, and time. We're just a clock. It's just ticking.
And time is the number one currency in the world, because your time is the biggest currency. You can't trade that. I mean, you're currently trading it for work.
I'm investing in myself. I could be investing my time in working, getting a job,
exactly,
an actual, steady job.
100%.
It's 9 to 5. But I'm not investing that personally in myself. I'm investing time to grow my brand and my channel.
100%.
You're investing time on your platform and also your day-to-day job and everything you're doing around. So this is the best worst situation that's ever happened.
Exactly. It's
and people I'm in a lucky situation, but we have to start thinking.
Yeah, some people live on their own. Some people live with their parents. Some live with roommates, whatever
I'm
it is.
sure a lot of my friends that live downtown in their great apartments downtown are going, oh shit, I gotta go back to
Yeah.
Go back to London.
Most people I know like now are all moving, downsizing where they're living or
outside the cities,
or moving in with their family or moving outside of the city because they're like, I can't pay $4,000 anymore for my apartment. I'm going to move to somewhere in Barrie and drive the 1 hour because I'm only in the office now twice a week.
Or
so
not even if you can work from home, like most companies that can do it are just working from home. Yes, Tim Hortons is a little more difficult. Mm-hmm. But if you can work from home, companies are like, we don't want you.
You have a robot.
We don't.
What is your double?
We don't want you coming in anymore. That's a huge. It's a huge burden for a lot of people.
And it's changing the aspect of everything in this society, right? Because I think all companies have been looking at how to invest into yourself more. Like not invest. Most companies are looking at how to work from home than working in the office, because right now I think most companies are like, oh, you're as productive working from home and working in the office. You only have to come once a week now, or twice a week. So like me, right? I used to work in the office every day, but now, or whenever I was not traveling or whatever for work. But now I'm in the office maybe once or twice a week, right? And I'm doing most of my work because most of my job is, like dealing with customers on the phone.
And for them, if they get other leases, once they're done, they're paying. That's a lot of money on paying for rent for office space.
Yeah.
So they could be saving a lot of money in other ways, maybe losing it now because they have all these pre-existing connections.
On Queen Street, I think it was like the building near Citizen and all that. I think they had Spotify in one of the buildings. They had a bunch of tech companies. I can't remember. It might be Spotify.
I think it's on King, right?
On King, yeah, right beside. And it's on the basement. And they're all empty now. They're all empty now because they're all downsizing. Everyone's working from home.
I called Apple and I'm like, he's this kind of a French-speaking accent. I was like, "Are you in Montreal? Are you in Montreal?" He's like, "Yeah. I'm in my basement apartment in Montreal." I was like, "Okay, c'est bon. Like everything is good." It was like laughing. I was like, "Do you have to go to work?" He's like, "No, I am working from home." It's like, okay. Because you can do everything online.
No, but like customer service is like a lot of customer service have been working from home for years.
You don't have to go to like the Rogers office anymore and work from Rogers. Like the Rogers.
But I think most of them have moved. The person we know, I'm not going to say her name, a flight attendant who no longer is a flight attendant, and now she's working from home, being a Rogers employee. Fantastic. And she loves it. She goes for her morning run. She does all this, and she doesn't have to worry about running to the airport.
If you have a young family, this is the best time to be with them because you can work from home literally and spend time with your children and
focus on your mental health.
It's a win-win-win. Mm-hmm. Everyone's going, "Oh no, I'm home again." Leave that.
I think as soon as we go back to a sort of normal, it'll get a lot easier for people. People will be able to go to the movies, go dine in, get out of their house, and have a better experience. So I think in general terms,
it's going to be a much better place once we're done this pandemic. Hopefully, people. I feel like there's going to be partying in the streets. People are going to be they're going to be rejoicing after this is all done. They're going to travel more. They're going to be more interested in like doing things that are away because they're missing all the travel and they're missing all the movement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think if things will change, hopefully for the better. And in general terms, I think care about your health, care about yourself. Look at what you currently have in your life. Make sure to either downsize, divide, conquer, do anything and everything to, now that you have the time, look at it. I understand this might be easy for me to say or him to say because I still have my job. He has somewhere to live. We all have our difficult situations, right? No one, even, everyone, are going through struggles. And in general terms, you just need to make sure to see what you have.
And on that note, I think that because of this positive image and messages that you're sending out, if you share the positivity by liking us and giving us that love, Dave, you know what to say.
Comment below. We'll get back to you regarding, anything and everything. If we can advise you in any way and give you some advice to go to a local place or try some local food, to, increase your positivity or recommend some videos that you can help, like as he was recommending that health individual, that influencer. And, but yes, please do hit that subscribe button. We're coming out with content every week, consistent content about everything from building a business to, mental health, to food, to trying new experiences and everything and anything out there, right? So hit that subscribe button, like the video, rate us on every platform if you may. That would be an amazing thing for us because it would really help us out. I mean,
just share the love, positivity.
Share love.
We wanna you guys to be happy with what we're saying, and there's so many more good things that we're planning for our podcast, and we can't wait for you guys to listen to it because there's just so much happiness and joy with us.
And congratulations, 8th episode. Peace out. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Thank you for watching today's episode of The Edible Talk. We appreciate your support on our journey to try new foods and experiences.
Show some love by hitting that subscribe button and turning on that notifications for new episodes released weekly. For behind the scenes and clips, follow us on all social platforms at The Edible Talk. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.